everybody is trying to find ways and means of dodging the real issue. Those in authority are even trying to find ways. Emerika Duka, is he not in authority? Is he not a deputy minister? Shouldn't he be fighting it? So let's ask the question, is he part and parcel of galamsey?
His name was not mentioned.
Is he part and parcel of galamsey? You see, and this is where the media should do real investigative journalism and not go by what other people say. You guys have to go out there, question, get a list of politicians you know are in galamsey, start questioning them, start exposing them. If the president is not going to do it, if the authorities are not going to do it, the media has that responsibility. Why did you stop your media coalition? Why have you stopped it? Have you been compromised? Have you been paid money?
I think that should be the first investigation the media should do. If you investigate why you people stop.
For what
Why
I
have you
know,
stopped?
they've not stopped it. Just that
So what's
it's-
happening?
the vibe has gone down.
Why has it gone down?
Why
Has it gone down? Is it not-
Investigate that one
Is
first.
it not destroying Ghana, the fabric of Ghana? Is it not destroying it?
Let's investigate that one first.
Are we serious, people?
This is a serious matter.
Look, 2024, that should be the first point of call. Politicians who are putting their what do you call it on the line. That's the first question we should ask them. What are you going to do about galamsey?
You don't
And it
really care
shouldn't-
about doing
it
something
should-
because they need the money to fund their campaigns, and that is where they are making the money from. So,
So it is right.
Do
Are
you-
you saying-
I'm not
are you
saying
saying
I'm
it
not
is
saying
right?
it's right. I'm not saying it's right.
So,
But
so
we
because
leaving
a
it in the hands of
politician,
the
you
politicians.
need money for your campaign
That's
to
what-
support armed robbery. Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
Is that what you're
that's
saying?
what is
No,
going
no, no,
on.
no.
That's
No.
what is going on. I'm not supporting that
No.
though. I'm not condoning it.
I'm going at the comment you made.
Yes.
There's all manner of criminal activity going on in this world. All manner. All over the world. Not Ghana alone. All over the world. There's criminal activity going on. All over the world. Politicians are seeking money for their re-election and election bids. Yesterday, Joe Biden is seeking re-election to become the oldest president. Already, he's the oldest U.S. president. He's seeking election to go for another 4 years. He's launched his fundraising at the same time. So politicians all need money for their campaign. It does not mean that because you need money for your campaign, therefore, you're going to close your eyes on criminal and illegitimate activity that is detrimental simply because you want money. If you say that, then it's a bad thing to say. Let us agree. Politicians need money. Yes, I'm a politician. We need money for our campaigns. Agreed. But that does not necessarily mean that because of that. Some might do so. But you can't say it is justification. It is wrong. You do not justify such action. And if you begin to justify, then you compromise yourself. You can't tackle any problem.
You see, another side of the coin that we should be looking at, which I would appeal to Professor Frimpong Boateng to come out, because I didn't see it in the report, to come out and quash that assertion that his son is also involved in this galamsey thing. He should come and quash it. He should come and tell us and give us facts and figures to show that it isn't so. Because if he doesn't do that, that is what compromises his report. If he doesn't do that, that is what makes the presidency say, oh, it's a collection of someone's grievances. Now, one thing I don't understand is that mining in forest areas is illegal, isn't it?
Yes.
Why is it that Forestry Commission gives licenses to mining companies to prospect in forest areas? And the president hasn't said anything about that.
So
The president hasn't taken them to book.
in the report, I recall he mentioned Sir John in that he said that in president's face that he's an enemy to the state at the time in one of the cabinet meetings because he
What
was giving
did the president do
license
about
to these miners
What
in the
did the
forest
president
areas.
do about it? You see, and it brings into focus the president's assertion of commitment instead of obligation. When you are committed to the president, he will do anything, because he said it, he will do anything to protect you, irrespective of whether you have the capacity or not. And so, if what Frimpong Boateng is saying in the report is to be taken as truth. Sir John was committed to the president. And if Sir John was the one who was giving out these licenses to prospect, which then turns into actual mining in forest areas, then there's a question to be asked. Because you see, when they go into the mining areas, they go deep into the forest and they cut down commercial trees that have been standing for years. They cut down species of trees that aren't in any part of the world but in Ghana. They cut all that down and they desolate the place just because they are mining deep into the forest. And you get our own, and you see, the army is complicit in this. The army command should fish out all those army people who were part and parcel, who were sent to go and protect the forest, but became part and parcel of it. And I hear that the young man who was killed, the young soldier who was killed,
Captain Mahama.
Captain Mahama, was protecting this company, is it Imperial Heritage, in the mining area, and hence the anger of the people. That story is now coming out. Should there not be an investigation of all the things that have been said? The president should get one of these retired Supreme Court judges to sit on it, and it should be independent. No partisan politician should be part of it. There are people in this country who can sit on that commission and give us a good job. The same thing he did for Ayawaso West Wogon. The president should do this too. Because this is life and death. Land, we sleep on land. We eat from land. We do everything on land. Water, we drink water. If we could salinate the Atlantic Ocean of the salt, then we'll say, okay, for water we've got plenty. But water too, in terms of the oceans, pollution is spoiling it. And today the president says we can do nothing, we can't ban plastic. It would be difficult to ban plastic, but plastics is destroying the ocean.
So for you, a committee or commission should be set up for
sometimes you
this
don't
one.
understand why the president is like a Dixical in some of these things. You are the president. You have the power. You have all the laws backing you. Do it.
Can he take actions against his own men?
Why not? Is he there for his own people? He's president for the country of Ghana. He's our leader. He's our president.
President can't take action against his own.
Irrespective of whatever political party we agree, the moment the majority of people vote a president in power, he is our president. I can't go to another country when they ask me who's your president. Oh, it's a man called Akufo-Addo. He's not my president. I can't say that. I can't say that.
Okay.
So he has the responsibility. And if for nothing at all, it's his last term. Please, Mr. President, give us good legacy to remember you by. The way we remember Nkrumah by his legacy.
Okay.
Give us good legacy. Because at this point, he is not showing leadership where galamsey is concerned.
All right. Thank you.